Hello everybody, welcome to Shogi Ramen TV. いらっしゃいませ。Let's enjoy Shogi with me. Today, I want to talk about Joseki, especially the length of the Joseki. When there is no Shogi engine, creating the Joseki was really difficult work and it takes very long time by the many of the professional players. Okay, then let's see the most popular example from the case of the Yagura case. This one, pushing pawn and moving silver and opening the bishop line and close the bishop line by the pawn. So this was the Joseki in the past, but the current Joseki was completely different. But let's see. Creating the castles like this. So it was very slow game. Creating Yagura and preparing the attack style after entering the king to the castle. Moving silver and moving silver. Jumping knight, pushing h-pawn, pushing h-pawn, moving the rook and moving the bishop. So this is one of the most popular Joseki in the Yagura, and the length of the Joseki was 44 moves. So this is one example. Okay, then let's see another example about this one. Ibisha versus Shikembisha. Until this move, it is not so different from the current Joseki. But from here, moving the silver and moving the silver to the central position. And this was the famous Joseki and called Saginomiya. Moving the gold, creating the boat castle and pushing pawn and moving the silver like this, and moving the lance and pushing pawn and move the rook, take pawn, take and pushing pawn, take and moving the rook and dropping the pawn. This was interesting Joseki, and take and pushing pawn, take bishop, take and move back the silver and dropping the pawn and move back the rook. So this is one of the famous Joseki about Saginomiya, and its length is 43. So this length was a typical Joseki in the past. And the length of the Joseki would be around 40, but just 40 moves, but it was difficult to remember, and also it was difficult to create these Josekis by only the human thinkings. And about this kind of the legacy Joseki, we could understand all of the meaning of the moves, but the latest Joseki is quite different. Okay, then let's see the Kakugawari latest Joseki. This one, okay. So I will skip the details. This is Kakugawari, and you have seen probably many times. And this Joseki was ignoring the h-pawn case, so not pushing the h-pawn from gote. So Sente pushed the h-pawn twice, so instead of the h-pawn, gote can attack from the gote, and by using the silver. So this is the famous Joseki. Now moving silver, dropping the bishop, pushing pawn, take, and moving the king. This is also Joseki, and pushing pawn. This is difficult to understand, and pushing pawn, and pushing pawn, and take pawn, and pushing pawn, take, and dropping the pawn. So in the latest Joseki, including this kind of the check, and escape the king, and dropping the silver, and escape the king, and moving the silver here. This move is one of the strange Joseki, and Luke cannot take this silver, so this is very difficult Joseki to remember. And take pawn, and take gold, and move the gold, and silver take the knight, and gold take the bishop, and silver attack to the rook, and rook captured. So for example, until this position it's Joseki, and the length was 66, and there are many check and many strange moves, and it was really difficult to understand the meanings. Okay, then let's see another example. This is also Kakugawari, this one, and the same positions, and in this case Gote push back the h pawn like this, and moving the gold, pushing pawn, moving the silver, and moving the rook. So this is the most popular Joseki in the Kakugawari, and Joseki will continue, and moving the king. This king move is also one of the strange move, and move the king again, moving the silver, and entering the king, and moving the king, and start attack, jumping knight, move back the silver, and pushing pawn, take, pushing h pawn, take, pushing pawn, take, and take by rook, and pushing pawn, take by rook, and moving the gold, move back the rook, and dropping the pawn, and move back the rook, and dropping the pawn, and Joseki will continue, pushing pawn, move back the silver, take, and dropping the pawn, move back the silver, and dropping the pawn in the edge, and dropping the pawn, and dropping the bishop, take knight, take lance, and moving the gold, take pawn, and pushing pawn. So this position is also one of the popular Joseki in the Kakugawari. And the length is 75. Very long Joseki. And this was the same as today's game of the Osho title match. Shogi engine helped us to create the Joseki more longer, and the length changed to from 40 to 60 or 70, and there are many combinations. So I have shown the two patterns of the Kakugawari Joseki, and from the difference of the edge pawns, but the branches are completely different, and it's quite difficult to remember all of the moves, and with the understanding of the all branches. So for the top pro, it was very hard work to understand the Joseki shown by the Shogi engine. In the latest Shogi, we have Shogi engine, and it looks easy to understand the Joseki, but it's quite different. For example, just moving this kind of the strange move, it's really difficult to understand. And for example, let's see by the engine. So taking the silver was not the best move. If take this silver, promoted pawn, and if take, and moving the rook here, and escape, dropping the pawn, and it's difficult situation just taking the silver. So it's just Joseki, but it's very difficult to remember all of the moves, like this kind of the strange move. Okay, Thank you for watching this video. See you next ramen. Bye bye.